Perfectly good lab being neglected. Where's the Zaz? I should have Holiday redesign this whole space. The Republic really needs to take better care of its facilities. Why would people voluntarily live on this world? Sobrik had a name for being quite the scenic spot once. Until the Empire made itself at home. Amateurish equipment. Now, if I'd been working here, the Empire would... Never mind. The Empire has been busy. I suppose if you have a crater, you may as well make good use of it. I intercepted the odd Imperial broadcasts back on Nar Shaddaa. The Empire spun this carnage as a glorious victory. Crude and unnecessary. Why use trenches when electrostatic strands work just as well? Don't look into that generator's light too long, Jedi. If these Balmorans didn't build it with proper shields, say farewell to your retinas. What? No sip of brandy before we set out into the cold?
Quiet. Stark. Beautiful. Whole planet is an empty page.
These ice formations inspired Garrett's theory of tertiary volition. Obvious now that I see them in person.
Frozen geysers. Beauty from chaos. Always where you least expect it.
Of all the things to build your castle from. Ice.
There. Someone's stronghold.
When we get back, I'm finding those designs for a centrally heated coat. If you insist on trekking across this snowball, I can at least be comfortable.
Careful. Ice stalactites might come loose. Sharp as razors.
Whoever built that ship wasn't shy.
Republic hubris. Always overbuilding their ships.
An oscillating shield network. Good luck to any prisoner who gets tangled up in that.
So what's shielding the shield generators?
Their shield generators better be more reliable than the ones we had on Hoth. Blasted things blew a fuse every other day.
Throwing away the key wasn't enough. Freedom will out.
Republic got sloppy. Should have been best defended positions on the planet.
Hey, yell if you see any good graffiti.
Imagine being trapped here, surrounded by heinous criminals. Ugh.
Wish we'd had a few cells like these for Imperial prisoners.
Maximum security. Nothing to do but count snowflakes and think.
Jedi, I can't help noticing the size of that vault.
That vault's too big. Something's wrong.
Just what kind of inmate needs a vault that huge?
Quesh is living proof of that age-old edict. Big money always smells bad.
I remember this smell. From bioweapon attacks. Why are we here again?
A whole world living on poison. There's a metaphor in there somewhere, I guess.
Are you really sure it's safe to breathe here? I think my hair's starting to curl.
Vos Ka really is quite lovely. A little quiet for my tastes.
Voss invited the Empire in. Deserve all they get when it goes bad.
Best smiles on for the Voss, everybody.
The trees. The people. Voss-Ka is so much like home. How long can we stay?
I'll say this for the Voss. That spiritual nonsense of theirs translates to beautiful architecture.
We don't belong here. This is a Voss place.
I almost feel like I should leave my weapons behind. This is no place for soldiers.
This looks old. Much older than anything in Voss-Ka. Do you think it was always a shrine?
The Gormak truly are ingenious. Homicidal, but ingenious.
Gormak weaponry. That's gotta go.
Sheesh, look at the bore on that monster. It could blow a building clean in half.
All those resources. All that time and skill. And they make a weapon? What a waste.
Jedi, something tells me that cave is not to be trifled with. Let's just keep going.
Don't like turning my back on that cave. Something's in there.
My old sergeant used to say, some places watch you. And that cave, that's watching us right now.
Back home, we call caves like that mouths of the hidden. In the old stories, they speak with the voices of the dead. In stories.
Ah, Corellia. Once home to so many bored heiresses. Where are they now, I wonder?
Corellians never think ahead. This is what happens.
I always meant to take shore leave on Corellia one day. Just kept putting it off.
Father said we'd visit Corellia together one day. I'm almost glad he didn't see it like this.
So the Empire isn't interested in taking prisoners.
Empire got a clean hit.
Probably a high-altitude strike. Poor souls never stood a chance.
How can the Empire do this? How can they just murder people in their homes?
If only we had time for a stroll. Axial Park has a rare charm all its own.
Imperial's burned down Balmora's parks. Corellians should appreciate Axial Park while they have it.
It's not often we get an actual walk in the park.
I've only seen Axial Park in hollows. The smells? Not how I imagined.
The legislature. Another lovely building wasted on politicians.
Legislature. Housed Imperial collaborators. Let's burn it down.
So that's where Corellia's politicians gambled with people's lives, and lost.
The Republic's buildings are so huge. Even our royal palace isn't half this size.
I know Jedi like to go without, but building a temple on such a frozen world is going too far.
Great defensive position wasted on a temple.
Carved right out of the stone. Guess the Jedi have architects as well as ambassadors.
Imagine training here, going through that arch every day, and looking up at the stars.
They say McKeb is a playground for the wealthy elite. Heiresses, bored investors. At last, a civilized world.
Nice enough station. Wonder why the guards look so worried.
I hear the people of McKeb could buy and sell the Outer Rim a dozen times over. Guess we'll find out.
Keylander Station, the gateway to McKeb. I hear the souvenirs are pricey.
And right here, Jedi, is proof of why credits and influence aren't always a bad thing.
Huh. Security's built right into the architecture. Can you see it?
It takes guts to build a house that nice. Right next to a drop that high?
Oh my goodness. Shalem's so lucky. Imagine waking up to that view every day.
A world rich with civilization, and naturally, our travels take us into wilderness.
Stay sharp. Those rock formations? Sniper's paradise.
Defending this kind of terrain must be a nightmare. Only place to retreat is down.
I can see why the tourists used to come here. Now there's just mercenaries. The war touches everything.
Jedi, I'm picking up. Blast, they're here.
Ambush! Get down!
Enemies on our 6.
Look out! Behind us!
What marvelous statuary, inspired by the Great Manifest period. Not that these thugs care.
Money. Power. Meant nothing once the Hutts made their move. Better fix it.
Now this is living. Just need to kick the regulators around a little and we're good to go.
We could never build cities like this at home. The Hutts don't deserve it.
Do you have any idea how bad a groundquake would have to be to cause this? Extremely bad barely covers it.
Quake ripped the city in half. Glad we weren't here for it.
Okay. Now I get why Dr. Avesta is so worried. How long can McKeb survive quakes like this?
This was caused by one groundquake? Just one? We'd better hurry.
Well, naturally, the Ark is gigantic. It was designed to ferry Hutts around.
We're hijacking that? Hope you brought a ladder.
Whoa. Imagine dropping your hydro spanner from the top of that thing.
Wait, where's the Ark? I thought it... Oh. Oh, wow.
Excellent. Now perhaps our friends at the Ark can finish their work in peace.
Let's see how tough the regulators are when they can't shove a blaster in someone's face.
Nice. Maybe the regulators can throw rocks.
Good. That should keep the Ark engineers safe. And annoy the regulators.
Now that's a lovely light bridge design. We're going to horrendously misuse it, aren't we?
Could have used those light bridges on Balmora. Imps wouldn't have been able to resist.
McKeb's got some genius engineers, that's for sure. Let's see what that light bridge can do.
How could anyone walk on that light bridge every day? I'm feeling dizzy just looking at it.
I've had just about enough of these regulators. Holiday, darling, want to help us teach them a lesson?
Impressive barge. Let's bring it down in flames.
Storm carrier's perimeter is breached. They'll throw everything at us. Be ready.
The regulators should be brought to justice for what they've done. Ready when you are, Master.
So this is what Isotope 5 is capable of. Worth investigating, if we can survive the next 5 minutes.
That droid looked a lot smaller on the hollow.
Taboro set this thing on civilians. He died. Painfully.
That stink. And the size of it. What have the Hutts done?
There we go. The landing pad force fields are up and holding.
Landing pad force fields are up. For now, hope the Hutts don't have a plan B.
Landing pad secured. Any Hutt reinforcements will have to sit and wait.
That should keep the Hutts and their reinforcements out. All these weapons and they still can't stop us. I'm sure there's a proverb in there somewhere.
So, this is what happens when you give scientists an unlimited budget and say, build whatever makes you feel safest.
Look, Jedi! Oh, the credits that must have been lavished on research here. Sorry, I have something in my eye.
Lots of tech, lots of toys. Watch your step.
That should keep these uncouth fellows occupied for a bit.
That should distract the enemy. Real work's still ahead.
That should give the bad guys something else to shoot at.
It's a shame to release them just to be shot at. But if they can help us save the whole planet...
Phew. Somebody's been overclocking those laser mechanics.
If we need to make anyone disappear, Jedi, McKeb's core, right there.
Yikes, I think the hair on the back of my neck is cooking.
We're so far up. It's too bad. I really wanted to see what the heart of a planet looks like.
The planet's being turned inside out, yet the despot's palace survives. Still believe there's justice in the galaxy, Jedi?
No chance of getting in by the front door. Better be discreet.
Let's hope Dr. Droidmaker really did build a secret entrance, or this is going to be a long siege.
Taboro's in there holding McKeb by the throat. And for what? He really must be insane.
It would appear Tabaro's sense of decor went the way of his sanity. And there's our fuel rods. Mind how you go. If we drop them, the Ark's not going anywhere. Jedi, that transport appears to be bringing some friends. The barbarians are moving in, I see.
Whole place smells of crazy. Last piece of the puzzle. Now we can get the Ark out of here.
Heavy carrier coming in! Bringing reinforcements!
Rather be saving lives than artifacts. But the past's worth keeping.
Remember, this guy's nuts. No telling what he could try. Perfect! Now we just need to make it out alive, and we've got one fully fueled Ark. Heads up! Whatever that is, it's dropping more reinforcements. I guess when thugs are destroying a planet, raiding a library suddenly doesn't seem as bad.
He surrounds himself with beauty, but all I can feel here is madness and rage. I thought the fuel rods would be bigger. I hope there's enough to fuel the whole Ark. Overhead! More mercenaries are coming in! This is a good lesson, I suppose. What civilization comes to if anarchy goes unstopped.
So this is Rishi. Heard a little about it back on Hutt. Pirates talked about it like it was some vacation hangout. Gotta admit, the view's not bad.
Every planet we visit, I still feel a thrill when we land. Look at the ocean. Does this ever get old?
I know it's not why we're on Rishi, Jedi, but blast it, no innocent person deserves to be in a cage like that.
It's not the cruelty that surprises me. It's that this goes on ignored in so many corners of the galaxy. Let's help these people if we can.
That's a mean-looking ship, but looks are all it's got. Nova Blades have it jury-rigged to all get out. We do this smart. We can take them on.
I should feel sorry for the Nova Blades. They're only pawns here. But the things they do for greed are hard to forgive.
I almost don't want to look too close. I'm afraid of seeing people I served with in this place.
Beliefs, alliances. Oh, they could be so fickle sometimes. If you join the Revenites, would I stay on the right path? I don't know.
Wouldn't mind having an army to back us up on this one. Lots of ships and lots of troops ahead. At least, tell me the Force is with us?
I want to lift up those ships and toss them into the sea. Then we wouldn't have to fight this battle. But no one's that strong in the Force.
Can't say I envy the job, but it's always a joy seeing you play goodwill ambassador to a new species. Let's hope these Rishi stay friendly.
Do you think there are Force sensitives among the Rishi? I bet there are. I'd like to see a Rishi Jedi fly.
Check that cave. If Kaizen were here, he'd be molting at the chance to go in. Me? I'm not keeping score.
That cave houses a predator. You can see the marks in the stone. They're beautiful in their way.
Watch your hydration here, Jedi. In this heat, you'll sweat out a liter before you know it. Can't have your wither on my watch.
The heat, the moisture. I feel like I'm going to wilt. Is it like this for your species?
Jungle warfare. Don't think I've done this since Felucia. Didn't like it much then, either.
My world is a place of dangerous forests. Very like this jungle, and very different. The beast will make me homesick.
A lot of stories about the Imperial Guard back in the army. They scared us more than Sith. Ordinary people who could take out a full platoon.
If we could stop the fighting, I'd walk through these ruins for days. Look at them. And yet the Empire uses them to train.
These Masasi, they're like Sith purebloods, right? Guess we should feel lucky they're not all Force sensitive.
What do you suppose the Masasi would do if they had ships and technology like us? Could they ever join the Republic?
I'm sure you could tell me the history of that temple, Jedi, but I'm going to stop you right now. I really don't want to know.
That temple, it gives me a terrible feeling. I don't think you should go in there.